So I want to rewind. Before the pod place,
Yeah.
who was Oscar?
Bro, the pod place is an infant business. Before the pod place, I had a successful marketing firm that's been around for a minute. So I don't know. Before the pod place, I was a father, a husband, entrepreneur, a lot of things. I'm a lot of things. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Mentor, a boss, a leader. I don't know. A lot of things.
Yeah. So
father.
The pod place is what, 2, 3?
It's like a year old, bro. You're in some
It's been a
change. It was
year?
born in October 2024. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I've been
like
here
a
like
year.
18 times already. So I'm like, I didn't even realize it. But so you had the Pathfinder Productions.
Yep.
How did that start?
Bro, it started, that's a great question. Yeah, I started Pathfinder in 2016. So that 2016 is when the LLC came in to be a Pathfinder.
2016. How old were you?
Yeah, I was 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 26 in 2016. And it was just a bunch of homies. It was like my boy Andy, AG Films, who's super major, dude. He films.
AG Films? I remember seeing him on a bunch of different projects around
Yeah,
Vegas.
he works a lot with Floyd. He works a lot with like Top Rank and Matchroom Boxing. He's major.
Yeah.
He went on to do really major things. So it was me, him, Quest G, who's like went on to be a big influencer too, and a couple other guys. And we were just like filming vlogs and filming videos every day, and it came to a point where we're like, we got to like kind of name this little group and kind of be able to take jobs, like, because people started asking us to do videos and shit. And then me and Andy came up with like Pathfinder. And then right off the rip, like a couple of the guys were like, well, who's going to like be in creative control of it? I was like, well, the Facebook's in my name. So like we're doing it. And then so 2 guys, boom, fell off right off the rip. And then
that usually happens.
Yeah. And then me and Andy and Quest got it tattooed. And that was 2016.
Damn.
And then me and Andy and Quest ran with it for a couple years. And then a bunch of stuff happened, and we kind of like went our own ways. And then when I met Judy, we were like doing the same kind of thing again, like making videos and stuff. And I hit him up, and I was like, yo, like no one's been using Pathfinder. You guys would mind if I like take it and really run with it? And they're like, yeah, bro, fuck it, do your thing. Nice. And then renewed the LLC and then started taking it more major.
2016, and you were 26. So, have you always been an entrepreneur, bro? Like, where did your entrepreneurial journey start?
Oh, bro. Well, so my very first business, I was 23, and it was 2013. And I started a mechanic shop with my dad, and I failed at that and went bankrupt and lost everything.
Oh, shit.
And then after that, like, recomposed myself. And a few years later, I had a music studio, and I was doing, like, engineering and, like, the videos and stuff. And I was selling a lot of weed. I used to sell weed always from, like, when I was, like, 18 until I got indicted in 2017. So
you got caught up?
Yeah, legit. I caught a case and everything.
Oh, God.
And then I would call that my second business. Was like I had a pretty big weed operation. I was selling like a pound of weed, a half pound of weed every day, and I had like a driver and everything. Like we were doing it major, selling like a lot of weed, edibles and all that stuff. And then I got indicted, right? They like raided me and followed me around, and like that got shut down. So that was like a huge, even bigger failure than the first one because I actually went to jail. So that was not fun. Yeah.
How long were you in jail for?
Like 3 weeks. And it was just them like trying to fuck with me. But and then I got out of jail and like did community service like 150 hours and stay out of trouble for a year, and then the case closed. Nothing crazy, but it was enough to like be a major business failure, and then after that I went back to the hotels. I always worked in the casino industry. I was a pastry chef for a long time. And then and then I kept doing videos like on the side. It was always like a side hustle. Yeah. And then when I met Judy, she like had just quit her job or whatever, and she's like, you gotta quit your job. And I was like, what the fuck? I can't just quit my job. Like, every time I try to do this business shit, I fucking get kicked in the teeth. Like, not even like a little fail, a major fail, like completely destroy my life fail. But you have to, in order to really be in business, you have to do that. You have to be all into it.
Damn.
And you have to risk everything, to make it. And then
I mean, it's before the wife, before the girls. I mean, before your daughter. So it's like kind of had the opportunity to risk. Is your risk tolerance more?
Bro, I have a high risk tolerance. Even now, bro. Every trip, I drive 100 miles an hour. I don't go below 100. I try to keep. That's my goal on any road trip. Stay over 100.
Stay over 100.
Yeah,
is crazy.
because like
that's because
I'd rather that's a risk equation. Okay, get there, save a half hour, drive 100. Get a $200 ticket. Am I willing to risk it? I'm willing to risk it. I'd rather save a half hour. To me, a half hour, you know how much my hour is worth, like calculated over all our business?
Yeah.
$450 an hour. So for me to save a half hour worth $200, like, it's worth the risk, So I have a high risk tolerance. I mean, this place is not cheap. This was $30,000. So imagine risking $30,000 to see where it's gonna go. Like that's a risk. That's a calculated risk. So.
Okay, so let me even dive back a little deeper before I really dive deep into all your entrepreneurship and your mindset, because from what I'm getting right now is like your mindset you have to be on a whole different level, and you have to gone through so much to get to where your mindset is now. Because you talk about risk tolerance, you got to have that tough skin one, and then you have to be willing to like, fuck, I just lost everything, or this isn't going right, like what am I going to do, and then be able to like work through it and still like function on your day-to-day shit. But did you go to high school out here in Vegas?
I did, yeah.
Born and raised, or?
I was born in San Diego, but my parents moved out here when I was 2. All my siblings were born here, so I pretty much grew up here. And I'm from here.
Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 sisters, then 2 cousins that I grew up with. So
I'm the oldest of 6.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 6, so I'm kind of like paving the way a little bit. Yeah. My little brother, he's 27 now, and so he's paved his own path. He's went to the Air Force, came back.
Oh, dope.
But now that we're both out here, I'm always pushing him, like, bro, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Come on. Let's build something together.
100%.
It's kind of hard, but how does that look with your family members? Are they entrepreneurs too? Or?
Dude, no one in my family is like where I'm at. Yeah. Not a bad thing, but my sister, both my sisters got, I think like a bachelor's. I think my second, so my sister directly younger than me, she's got a master's in like sports medicine.
Oh, nice.
And she's doing her thing, like she's like a manager in a corporation for like a lab and stuff. But no, like, and my cousins and stuff, who I consider basically siblings, we spent a lot of time together, pretty much grew up together. Same house, same like adults taking care of us and all that. They're surviving and doing their thing, but no one's an entrepreneur.
So you being the only entrepreneur, like, why?
Dog, so, that's a deep question, but when I was a kid, my parents split up when I was young, like 5 years old, and my dad, his family had money. They didn't come from money, they just made money, and they had better attorneys and everything, so they took full custody from my mom at 5, and I didn't meet my mom again until I was like 17 or 18. Damn. So that whole time, but my dad was super shot out, like alcohol, drugs, in and out of jail. So like when my dad he'd be like cool for 2 years out in the streets, and then he'd get locked up for like a year or 2, and then that time we'd go stay with my uncles, and they were wealthy, like they all had a lot of money, and then he'd get out and we go back with my dad, and he'd live in the traps, like really like budget suites, like ghetto, you know what I mean? Crack houses, not crack houses, but maybe, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I saw the contrast, and I was always like, I don't want this, I want that, like, and they always had new Escalades, new freaking dirt bikes, nice houses, all that stuff. I was like, that's what I want,
Facts, yeah.
And so I just always, that was my core, right? Like I just always knew I wanted more, and so I was always trying shit, like music, video, just everything, t-shirt business. I've tried all kinds of shit, and I just wanted more, and shit didn't click for me until I didn't make my first 6 figures till I was 29. Like, like it didn't click for me for a long time. So,
what was the goal? Was it always just like get something to try to blow it up, or like.
Bro, I say this all the time, and Judy reminds me all the time when I complain about it. Like, all I ever wanted to do was to ball, bro. Like, I just want to ball uncontrollably, right?
Facts.
Like, just ball. And I fucking, to an extent, I ball every day now, bro. To breathe oxygen costs me like $1,000 a day. Like, no bullshit.
Go outside,
just
you spending
$1,000. That's just wake up, close my eyes, $1,000 came and went. Like, no bullshit. Like, so I always just wanted to have all the material success. Like, you know, I just wanted it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I always just want to be rich. Like, just plain and simple.
I mean, it's a fair aspiration to have, bro. Especially when you've seen the
people don't say that out loud, but it's like you got to be clear,
bro,
like what you
hell?
want.
Yeah, bro. I want to be rich too. Like, shit, I'm trying to make it, bro. And it's like, now that you have a family, how has that kind of like shifted your mindset a little bit since you were younger and trying things, and now that you're a little bit older, you have a lady, you have your daughter. And like, how is that? Has it changed you? Has it made you better, or has it slowed you down?
It's made me a lot better. It instantly made my time more valuable, like instantly, because I still have to produce at the same level with less time. You know, I still have to, and not even produce I have to produce more. Like, you know, I have to generate even more. For them, for the staff, like you met all the guys here. I still have all the Pathfinder guys too, all the editing team. I got a lot of staff, bro, really. And so I have to produce in order to make sure they're all good. So it's not just like, I think as a man, first you have to be able to take care of yourself. Then you have to be able to take care of your girl. Then you have to be able to take care of your children and your family. Then beyond that, like, which you don't have to go beyond that, but beyond that then comes staff. Then you have to be able to take care of all their families. You know what I mean? And like this paycheck pays for all these people's housing, food, like living, you know, car payments, all the shit. Like, so then you have to take care of a tribe. Like if you don't have to, right? Like, but as you level up, that's what comes next. And so I think it absolutely made me better as a leader. And that's really what it is you have to become a leader, because providing for yourself is one thing, providing for your family. Then you have to become a leader, and you have to be able to lead these people to the promised land, you know? Like Nip, bro, I love Nipsey Hussle. He's like, follow me. They think I know the way, right? Like they do. They think I know the way. And, bro, I'm at a stage now where I command so much, not force, bro. I'm a small fry, you know what I mean, in the grand scheme of things. But I command so much force in the organization that I can't even come to people with the question, because then it causes too much confusion. Like, you know, they're like, oh, well, are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? Da, da, da. I have to like be,
the answer.
You know, exactly. So I got to come up with the decision and the direction, and then be like, all right, this is where we go, even if it's wrong, because then it causes too much confusion, and people confused, they lose the way. So you got to be the one knowing the way.
No, real shit. So what problem were you trying to solve when you created the Pod Place?
Dog, the Pod Place was an accident.
What?
Yeah, the Pod Place
accident
was never supposed to be born. This was God's plan, bro. I wasn't trying to solve shit. So we had a candle business. And this is what happens. Let's connect the last statement. Is when you're confused and you're just going anywhere, you just take whatever is in front of you. You just do it because you think like, oh fuck it, this is opportunity. So in 2023, we had Pathfinder. We were doing a lot of solar clients. Solar has taken a huge directional pivot. Interest rates went up. Government regulation. Sales teams fell apart. Installers went out of business. Loan companies literally went out of business. So the industry fractured completely. And we had all of our clientele, all of our money came from solar. And since the solar industry fractured, we lost a lot of our revenue, like 80%. And I still had not as much staff as I do now, but I had staff. And so I had to lay a lot of people off or let go a lot of people. And we started losing a lot. Like we went like, roller coaster down.
2023,
23, yeah.
Yeah, that 2020. My crypto portfolio was fucked too at that time.
23 was not a good year for. Anyway, so then Judy's sister moved to Japan, and she had a e-commerce candle business. And again, we're lost, right? Like we don't know what we're doing. We're just trying to pick up any opportunity. And I was like, I was producing a podcast for Stephen Cohen, solar dude now, super successful guy, and there was an e-commerce guy, and he just made a killing. He owned Gold Gods. The dude, I forget his name, but he owned Gold Gods. And I heard his story, and I was like, dang, e-commerce is sick. We should do e-commerce business, right? We know how to do branding and marketing, all this shit.
Yeah.
So Judy's sister was moving, and we're like, she was going to close her candle business. And we're like, whoa, why don't we just take over that and do that? So we freaking took over that business, had to learn how to make the candles, did way too much energy and effort into it. When we inherited it, it was doing like $7,000 a year. I think we got it up to like $24,000 a year in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Not worth it, bro. It's not worth the energy we put into it. But, you know, when you don't know what to do, you just do anything. And so anyways, that business, we had a ghetto-ass facility. Like, we had a candle maker girl, and we used to go. It was on Sahara and Maryland, and Judy and my girl Lola used to go there all the time, and it was just ghetto, bro. Like, police, crackheads, dangerous. And so I went one day because I didn't go there. I used to come here.
I think I remember seeing that during the time.
Yeah,
it was like a little office in the back, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And bro, so I was like, we got to get you guys out of here. And my client, who this where we're sitting, bro, was their solar office, and it was a client of mine, and I actually ended up taking over the lease for them and built this fucking place. But anyways, I knew there was empty spaces, so I got a hold of the real estate company, and I was like, we want to lease the downstairs space, and it was supposed to be for the candle shop. So once we leased this space, it was like a 3 or 4 month build out because it was construction, you know, wasn't, and so in that time, Judy's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, what? I signed the lease. I paid the deposit. It was like $4,000. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, I don't want to do it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's not worth the time and the energy we're doing. And then, so we're like, at first I was going to just make it my own YouTube studio. I was like, all right, I'll start taking YouTube serious. I'll just do it for myself.
Yeah.
And
YouTube is slow grind though, right?
Yeah, so YouTube, like, bro, I'm barely like catching any motion on YouTube. And this is like years later. Anyway, so freaking... Yeah, so then I was like, all right, I'll make it my own studio. And then after we opened it, I invested like $10,000 into the downstairs, and I was like, damn, I don't want to, just sit on this $10,000. Like, I need to make this money back. And then
let's rent the space
I was
out.
Like, let me put it on PeerSpace, which is like an Airbnb for studios. And then it started getting booked out, and like the first month we were like $200 or $300 short of the lease payment, and I was like, oh, this could probably work. So then we built the website, and then we were like, all right, let's just like promote it organically, and then the second month I think we made like $300 or $400. I was like, yo, this is legit. I think this could work. And then we started running ads, bro. We used to run $250 a month in ads for like the first 3 or 4 months, and that started catching on. And I remember being stoked about 20 sessions. We're like, we did 20 sessions a month, like what?
Yeah.
And then it was like, we did 30 sessions, or we do that in a week now, and our ad spend's like $7,000 a month. It's insane. So like, it's pretty nuts. And we have the LA location, and so then it just took off, and now
that leads to my next question. How'd you go from 1 location to 3?
I don't know, bro. This is God's plan.
Man, I'm trying to find out the sauce, bro. This shit is fire because being from the outside and seeing the progression. Because, bro, I remember I met you through Judy. She brought you to an event that me and some friends were throwing. Yeah. And I was like, dude, he seemed like a good guy. You had your camera, and I'd never seen your work before. But then, like, when I actually seen your work, I was like, oh, he's legit. He's legit. And then, like, the progression, just years and years. It's probably been 10 years now.
Yeah, pretty. I think I've been with Judy for like 8 years. So yeah.
So then I seen you guys. You had the candle thing.
Yeah.
And then I seen you guys came over here. I didn't know where you guys were probably in that.
Yeah, down there. Yeah.
And you guys were making outbound calls or something like that. And then I seen the pod place. I was like, okay. I was like, oh. Then I start seeing the quality. I'm like, oh, let me get in. Because I have my own branding and businesses that I'm doing. I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go from this location. How do you get the second one in LA?
Bro, I think there's a couple things that there's a training by Kevin Trudeau. If you haven't done it, it's called Your Wish is Your Command. And so you should definitely self-development training. I think it's free. It's hard to find free.
I might need to do this because I watched one of your interviews and you talked about a book by Tim
Grover.
10 Grover.
You have that book.
I
The
bought the
Relentless?
shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I was like, I bought it. I was like, oh yeah, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good book. Reading, bro, I read a lot too. So anyways, in that training, the real answer to everything is an esoteric answer. And it's like you need to train your mind and see that anything is possible. That there's no limits and there's no boundaries and you could really do anything. The how, the mechanics don't really matter. Like God, the universe provides the next step for you as long as you commit to the journey and just start taking action towards it. It doesn't matter. It always works out. So now
don't let that go over your head, man, because I've been in places where I see that so clear, and then I get stuck in the day to day. Like I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and like you kind of lose that a little bit, and then you dive right back in. And then there's times where I'm like, oh no, I just need to do what I want to do.
Yeah. Once, bro, it doesn't matter like the how. I'll tell you the how, but the how, it doesn't really matter so much. I've done so much business and I've done so many projects and I've done so many things now that I have confidence in myself. Like I know that I could just do shit. Yeah. So I know how valuable my time is and what I could do with it, and focusing my attention and using my skills, I could pretty much make anything work, you know? So, you just, again, the universe provides the next step. So how we got LA is Eric Stinson, a guy I knew from 2014 when I worked at Bazaar, the restaurant. Bazaar Meats, yeah. I was a pastry cook there for...
That's right downstairs from my the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, they just opened, huh?
Yeah.
Over there.
Lavo.
Yeah. Oh, I worked at Lavo, too.
You worked at Lavo for a little bit?
Yeah, for like 3 months. I walked out of that bitch. So after I caught my case, I had to get a job for a little bit. I was like, I gotta get a job. And so I always wanted, because I worked at Bazaar, I was like, I never worked in front of the house, so I was like, all right, let me be a busser. And so I got a job at Lavo.
As a busser? You gotta be a dog to work there. This
bro,
is crazy.
It's upstairs. The fucking kitchen's upstairs.
The kitchen's upstairs, bro.
Anyways, bro, the servers and the runners were all fucking yelling at me and like barking, just treat me like shit. And I was like, bro, I'm a fucking boss in my life. I was like, fuck this place. I literally I didn't even clock out. I was like, let them fucking guess when I left. And I just walked out this bitch. I was like, fuck this place, dog. I didn't give a fuck.
Real boss shit.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm way too valuable to be talked down. I was like, dog, I used to make like fucking $1,500 a day. I'm coming here, I'm making like $80 a day. Like, fuck you guys, you know? So. But anyways, so God gives you the next step. So I knew Eric Stinson. He went on a trip to Europe, to France, and his like group of friends he was with were with this real estate developer, JD. Shout out to JD. Dude, this guy's like fucking $100 million, like multiple $100 million. Like he's probably close to a billionaire, right? Like on paper. And he owns these co-working facilities called Flex. And Stints told him about like what we're doing and stuff, and that we're a podcast studio, we're marketers, and he was just eager to meet me. He just wanted to meet me. He's like, you guys are marketers, like lead makers. I need to meet you. So then we started chopping it up. Like we had some meetings. We told him what we did. We showed him our books and shit, and he was like, yo, this is legit. Like I could get you guys in. So then we met with like another billionaire guy who runs the facility. So JD owns like the real estate. The guy runs the facilities. We like linked up. We showed him our model, whatever. They were pretty stoked. They're like, all right, well, we'll give you a lease. You guys, or we'll like give you the space. Yeah. You guys do it. So then we're like, all right, fuck it. So then, boom, we had to put another 25 racks into LA. Like, all right, you guys about it? Okay, boom, 25 racks. Hire out the operations, do the marketing, do all the shit. Because they basically just saw that they were like, all right, we'll give you an opportunity. And we're like, okay, let's do it. So then we matched them, right? Like, so that's one thing I noticed in higher levels of business. People want to see, everybody's talking shit. Everybody's
everybody's gonna
talking shit. But can you show up and play the game? Like, can you do what you say you're going to do? And so that's what we did. We pulled up. You know, now we've been in LA for like 6 months. They're pretty stoked about, what we did. And they're like, okay, let's do Phoenix now. But now the tables turned and we're like, okay, we proved ourselves. You guys need to put the capital expenditure, so CapEx, the investment capital. So they're putting up 50 racks into Arizona. So we're doing Phoenix next. And then we're in talks with Dallas, with another investor for Dallas.
That's fire. So I got some friends in Phoenix.
So anyways, God provides the next step if you're brave enough to take the action. And like, that's the thing is, bro, you don't have, every day I'm confronted with something that I need to be brave about, right? Like, Yeah, opening this Vegas expansion, 30 grand, like, it's not a little bit amount of money. Like, you know what I mean? So that's something to be brave about, that you have to take action. Spending $7,000 a month in ad spend, like, that's fucking scary too. Like, you know, you have to be brave. And again, you have to know the truth. The truth is that if you freaking do it, if you do everything right, you're either going to learn or you're going to win. Like, there's no failure, right?
No losses, bro.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
taken
not
a
a
lot of
thing.
L's, bro. A lot of L's.
Yeah.
Even now, the Valentine's Day offer, right? We did a Valentine's Day offer. We spent like, I don't know, a couple grand on the marketing, plus all the products and all the things. And we sold one. It was like $300. So we took a $1,200 loss, you know? And that was a failure. You're always failing. You're always learning. So, I don't know, bro. You have to be brave enough. You have to, one thing that I would have wished I would have done sooner is reading the books. Like, you have to read the books. You have to develop your mind by reading all the books and expanding your consciousness.
Damn.
That's how you believe, or that's how you learn what's possible. Because imagine, this is a very simple analogy, is imagine if you didn't know what gold was, right? And books are gold. Information is gold. You don't know what gold is, right? And you're walking along and you stub your toe on a big ass gold rock. It's like millions of dollars worth of gold, right? Now you're pissed at the rock. You're like, fuck this rock. Kick it out of the way. But you don't know that's $1 million sitting right there, right? So when you read the books and you consume the information, that's what happens. You start to see, like, your consciousness opens up to the opportunity. You start to see how you could solve problems. You could see where you could add value. And then from there, you see the gold. Like, you're able to make a net and catch the gold. But if you don't know what gold is, like, you know what I mean? So that's why you need to develop your mind and your consciousness and expand your vision.
Okay, so what does consistency actually look like behind the scenes? What is that? Because you're consistently making videos and posting them, and like, you have to keep up with the business operations on a day-to-day in multiple locations. Yeah. So what does that consistency look like for you?
Bro, I mean, you just got to show up every day. But yeah, we have 3 different basically operations. So there's the Pathfinder operations. That's like still going strong. Like, people forget about that because there's no clout on it. There's no like videos or marketing or anything. But that organization's been doing multiple 6 figures for a long time. And then this one, and then LA. So there's like 3 basically different teams that we have to work. Consistency, bro. It just starts with yourself. Like, consistently going to the gym, consistently eating right, consistently reading the books, consistently showing up for your family. Like, you could be consistent at anything. Most people are consistent at doing the wrong thing. Most people are consistently bullshitting. Most people are consistently wasting time. Most people are consistently eating bad food, you know? So what you do.
So are you waking up at like 6 a.m, or are you like?
Yeah, I usually wake up around 6. I try to shoot for 5, but recently,
I mean, you don't necessarily have a job now, so you don't have to like clock in. Like, for me, it's hard for me to wake up super early because
you work
I
late.
wake late.
What time do you like?
I work today at 5.
Oh, okay.
And get out at like 12, 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Waking up is like.
Well, I mean, early for you, like, you know, you just catch your 8 hours of sleep, wake up at 8 or 9, whatever early is for you, like, you know what I mean?
7:30 is usually
that's
when I'm up.
Still early for 1 o'clock. Fuck, 7:30. That's early as fuck.
Yeah, my daughter's she's up and at it.
Yeah, kids don't care, bro. They do not care. They're like, get up and go right away.
No cap, bro.
How's your daughter now?
She's 2.5.
Oh,
she turns 3 in June.
We're
actually gonna do a little pool party at the house. Me and my lady been talking about.
Oh, sick.
So we'll invite you guys out.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we're
gonna be good, bro.
Yeah, hell
it's gonna be fun. Because we I don't know if you know, we got a nice apartment complex.
Yeah.
It's cool. I think you guys would like it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. Have you seen it?
So what separates people who talk about building versus the people who are actually building?
Bro,
I know we talked about it a lot. You've already been kind of like.
I think.
But if you can pinpoint.
Yeah, I think you just have to do it. You just have to take action and make a commitment and decide. Like, you can't be like half foot in, half foot out bullshit. And like, you have to just do it and like commit to the outcome and just go through the process. Cause like
half foot in, half foot out. Do you have to quit your job?
No, I don't think you should quit your job. I think honestly, you don't have a business to make money. You need to figure out who's going to give you money and how they're going to give you money. People get caught up on like, I need to do the LLC. I need to do all this bullshit. I got to get a bank. Right. None of that matters. Like taxes, no one cares until you have money. So your first objective is get the money. So like that's one thing I've always been good at, which even now Judy complains at me about because I don't do it through the proper channels, right? I just get the money. I'm like, what do you got? Zelle, Apple Pay, give me the money and I'll deal with it, right? Like Judy's like, it didn't go through the books, it didn't go through software. Where the fuck's the money? I was like, I spent it. Why? Because it was there, like, you know. So that's one of my superpowers is get the money. So
get the money.
I think people get caught up on too much bullshit and also like commit to the outcome. You know, you have to. Bro, you have to I say this all the time with new projects, even LA or like whatever, right? You have to be extremely naive to think that you're just going to be successful right out the gate. To think that you're just someone's going to pitch you in the real life a freaking fastball and you're just going to home run it. Like you have to know that, okay, I'm going to commit to this outcome, this business, whatever it is. And it's only a matter of time before a challenge appears. There's no fucking way that you're not going to get hit with a major challenge. And then when the challenge comes, you just overcome it and take the next step. Overcome it, take the next, solve the problem, move on. Solve the problem, move on. Bro, the amount of bullshit that I do, people are coming for me all the time. Like, right, clients, staff, labor, editors, like the amount of problems that like are bombarding me all the time, family.
Yeah.
Everybody, bro, all the time is like, I just had so the guy who owns this building, he owns a lot of real estate developments here in town. He's another like close to billionaire guy that I'm homies with now. And I asked him the other day, I was like, yo, like, you're way at a higher level than me, right? But sometimes it feels like it's a war, bro. Like everyone's coming for my fucking neck all the time. Like somebody wants something, someone has a problem, someone wants to shoot negative energy.
And it's always so serious.
All the time, every fucking day. And I was like, how do you deal with that? He's like, dude, it feels like a kick in the nuts all the time. He's like, you just gotta, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So he's like, you just one day at a time, one problem at a time. So you have to know, all right, like I want X, Y, Z, whatever your desire is. Yeah. I'm going to get there no matter fucking what, right?
Yeah,
Success is a decision away. That's it. Success is a decision. You just decide, all right, I'm going to get that. And then you fucking go through the bullshit you have to do, right? You have to pay the price for it, and you go through it, and then
he's speaking facts, man. I've seen it in real time.
So
I've seen it in real time.
People just don't want to pay the price. That's what I think it is.
No, I love this. I really love this conversation, bro, because like, one, you're speaking what people need to hear.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of successful people out there that don't get the platform or they don't have the opportunity to speak. So, and you came from a business and video background.
Yeah.
So like, how important is the video side and like the currency of attention? How important is that to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's major, right? But like it's extremely important. You can never mitigate that. So we're doing an event, content to customers. You should come. It's free now. So like, just come on.
Yeah, when is that? Because I do want to
It's like next Saturday, 1 to 4. So if you
no, that's actually perfect.
Yeah, so it'll probably finish early though. Probably like 1 to 2 or 3 is like the meat and potatoes. But anyways, it's super important. It's way important, but people get caught up on like they think they need all this shit, right? Like this room fucking cost me, I don't know, 15 grand. People think that you need 15 grand to do it. You don't need, you just have to get started. You got to take action, right? Just use what you have and be resourceful. I've always just used what I had and was resourceful. Like that's you could do a lot with whatever you have, And so it's super important. But then once you start being resourceful, once you figure out the process, like that's what stops people from even starting. People don't even start because they just like get in their own way and they don't think they can't or they need this and whatever, all this stuff. Whatever, everyone has their own story. Really, it's a fear of criticism, which I'll like go over on that talk. But so get started, right? Once you get started and you're successful at doing it and you're doing it and doing it, then you need to create a system behind it. So like, bro, yesterday we were out of town, right? I think between us just being out of town from Thursday to yesterday, I think all the studios probably did like 20 sessions together. And we posted probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 times or something like that in the last like few days. And we post 5 times a day. So all that happened without me being there. And on top of that, like 100 probably, I don't know how many viewer impressions we got because we spent around $150 a day in ads or more, sometimes $300 a day. It's between $150 and $300 a day. So in those like 3 days, we spent whatever, let's call it $900 on ads. So we did $900 of ads in marketing. We posted 15 times and we ran 20 sessions. Like I wasn't there for any of it. Like none of that had anything to do with me. So that's just to illustrate the importance of creating a system, right? Like you create a system, even if it's just you just set yourself up for success. You learn the process, then you create a system, and then you throw a body on it. And then that's it. And that's like what my main job is now is I like a lot of the shit, right? Like even this place, we don't know what we're doing. I usually do it first. Like whenever I do marketing or whenever we run a session, like Noah and all the Josh and everyone that you know, like I developed the process. Like, you know, I set up all this shit. I did all this first. And then I was like, okay, let me teach them how to do it. Yeah. Then I taught them how to do it. And then I was like,
how quick is that? It's like you do it once or twice and you're like, okay, I know how to do it. Now, hey, this is how you do it. Like, how quick are you on like that process of creating the system? Because I've done a bunch of things. I'm like, I know I've done this 1,000 times. And like, I never got to the point where I'm like, okay, let me teach you how to do it and then put somebody else in place. Well, I think that's where I've kind of like, not taking the next step in my entrepreneurial shit.
Well, you just have to connect the dots, right? Like, so you can't do that until you make money. So you have to, and so like everything starts. That's why that's what I was telling you. It's like nothing matters until you get the money. You got to get the money first, because once you get the money, you can freaking use the money to do everything else. But like, you can't do shit until you get the money. Like, you know, and that's what I'm saying is like you're running ads. Like, ads is a privilege. Like I did not run ads until the last like year or two of my business, you know, and I've been in business for 10 years. Okay. So like there's a lot of ways to market yourself without spending money, like knocking on doors, but like go and knock on I guarantee you if you went on knocked on doors, even just in regular neighborhoods, like if you're just like went into a neighborhood and you just preferably an affluent neighborhood, you knock on the door like, hey, my name's Adam. I actually publish books and help people write books. Do you know anybody that could help write your books? I guarantee you knock 100 doors, you'll get somebody that'll be like, yeah. And then I bet you out of those people, you could sell somebody for 10 grand. Okay. I bet you knock 100 doors, physical doors, and say, hey, my name's Adam. I write books. I'm trying to help people write books.
I've done door knocking 2 different times in my life.
Yeah, I mean, bro, door knocking is incredible. Jeez. Anyways, I used to do that with Pathfinder too. Like, cold, all the time. So yeah, there's, again, marketing is privilege. Like, you have to spend a lot of money to get the data, to learn what works, to then close the sale. It's expensive to sustain, which, you know, I don't even recommend people start there. But, what were we talking about? I don't remember. But, yeah, systems. Oh, how to get there. Well, so, yeah, you have to get money, and then you get that money, and then you're able to use that money for resources, and you have to allocate. So, like, for example, let's say $180 per session, right? So we get $180 for the session. I have to pay Noah and Josh like $40 to $50 to do it. So now, okay, boom, $40, $50. The lease overhead is like $30. I forget what it is. Well, it changed. But downstairs it was $30 a day. So now, okay, they're $80 to fulfill, and then whatever we spent on ad spend. It used to be like $50 or $60 to acquire. Now it's way more expensive. It's like $90 to $180. So now what's left over from that pie is freaking whatever, like $50 or $60 in profit. Yeah. But without that $180, I can't teach them to do a session. I can't have them run the marketing. I can't have any of that. So first, I was running sessions for like the first 6 months of this business. Every single day, I was in here running sessions, doing it right, get the money and stack it. Like I am very, very, I mean, Judy will tell you, anyone who does business with me will tell you, I am fucking frugal. I will not spend $1. I get the money and then I put it away. I get the money and I put it there. I get the money and then I see what resources I need that can help me make more money, and then I use that and I put it there, and then I grow it, right? Yeah. But without you getting the money, there's no resources. Then you're just like spending money to hire someone to do your shit, but there's no money coming in, you know? So you have to get the money, bro. Like, that's the first most important part. What problem do you solve? What value do you add? Who can you help? How can you be of service, right? The key to power is service. People get it all fucked up. Like, it's service. We service people. We help people. We are servants. Like, you know what I mean? There's no fucking part of business you don't understand. You are a servant. Like, you know, Jesus, I'm not religious or like, you know, Christian or anything, but Jesus was a servant. That's why he had more power than everybody else. Like, you have to be of service. You have to be of service. Some people's ego is too too big to be of service, right? Like, it doesn't matter. To me, I service everybody, and I put everybody in front of me, right? Like, I just told you, my hour is worth $450, but I still take calls for the 99. I still help people.
Yeah.
I still get their edits done. I still get all this shit done because that's what's important, is being of service, helping, adding value. And when you add more value than you actually get paid for, it just keeps spiraling, you know? Like,
I love that.
so if you could add value and be of service to people, then your success is just imminent.
Damn.
It doesn't matter.
You thought about writing a book, bro?
I need to. I just don't feel like I've accomplished enough things. Like, I don't think that it matters. Like, anything I have to say, like, there's way more successful people than me. You know, I don't know.
Okay, if you were to write a book, what would it be about? Just off the top of the dome.
I don't know.
For me, bro, your mindset is killer, bro. You got that.
I think
you got that thing that you see a lot of guys like Alex Hormozy or like you know, certain gurus on social media, but like they really spew this like, you have to really train your mind to be this thing that is going to get what you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's just 1% better. But like, the reason why I'm getting better and bigger and better and bigger is because I'm the discipline of getting better, right? The discipline of reading the books, the disciplines of taking action, the discipline of continuing my fitness and my diet and my personal trainer. Like, all of these things, like, I'm lapping motherfuckers. Like, we're
Take
like
notes.
lapping, bro, because, but then again, like, I'm in the same space as Hormozy, right? And Hormozy's like 10,000 times bigger than me. So like, you know, I'm just doing my part, playing my own game. You know, it's always you versus you. And like I said, I just know I have enough confidence in myself, in the laws of the universe, of like how things work, to actually just do what I do. You know?
Okay, so as far as fatherhood goes, you have a daughter. She's 4.
She's 4.
What does that look like with you being a business owner, having all these different responsibilities, and then also spending time with her and taking care of that, nourishing that?
Yeah, I think a lot of, like, you know, Hormozy doesn't have kids, or like, you know, a lot of people get the game fucked up and think like, you have to work all fucking day, grind hard as fuck, you know, be successful. There are seasons where I'm off balance, right? Like, we opened this new location March 1st. It's now like, what, the 21st? So like, the first 2 weeks of March, I was pretty off balance. Like, I was here all day, all night. I wasn't with them. But like, when things stabilize, when the business is normal, I typically work from like 10 to 3. Like, that's my normal Monday through Friday. And sometimes, honestly, I don't even usually work on Fridays. And Thursdays a lot of times feels like a Friday. Like, I dip out early and shit. So I really work 10 to 3 Monday through Thursday, let's call it, is like when I'm actually conducting business and taking calls and doing shit. So like, the rest of the time I'm with the family, bro. Like I'm with the girls, I'm hanging out with them, I'm playing with them, I'm just having fun, enjoying. Like, that's what you want to be rich for, is just to have fun. Like, you know what I mean? To enjoy your kids and watch them grow up. So like,
do you have her in school right now?
Yeah, she just started school.
Like a preschool, right? It's not like
it's an expensive Montessori school. It goes through like grade 8. But yeah, so she's in preschool. Preschool and then pre-K and then kindergarten. Whatever it is. Yeah. So she just started after the winter break. And she loves it. I mean, it's been the best investment so far, honestly. For what I pay for school, I could drive an exotic car, but it's a better investment in her education, you know, and seeing her grow is sick. So yeah, I spend a lot of time with them. I really spend a lot of time with my family.
That's good,
more often than not. And
so your discipline has allowed you to find that balance to like not only spend more time with your family, but like also make money too.
Yeah, and it's seasons. Like I said, like right now, like things will stabilize, and sometimes I'd be kicking it for like 6 months. I don't got shit going on. I'm just like doing regular business, spending more time with them. But like how it's looking, we're for sure opening Phoenix in July. So when we opened LA, again, off balance, we're like traveling a lot. I was there a lot. You know, and I tell Judy this all the time because sometimes she gives me a hard time about traveling and working so much and stuff. And it's like, the way it balances out, I would still be gone more if I worked like 8 hours a day. Like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So
that shit sucks.
But you got to do what you got to, bro. There's no, like, a lot of people like shame fucking 9 to 5s and shit. No, I had 9 to 5s for a long time. You have to get the money. Like, that's a first step, right?
Like, because you got to survive. The bills keep coming.
You have to fucking get the money, bro. Like, that's the main priority. Like, I got the money, and it's levels to this shit, right? Like, and we forget, like even me, like it's to be able to drive a car and pay the insurance and like, you know, the gas and have a safe house and your bill, like that's levels to this shit. Like,
I don't know if you had ever had a time where you didn't have a car, but that shit, that's really a level that you're like, oh no, I need to get to the next level. Once I get a car, shit's gonna change. My life is gonna be different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but look at like how it's the same at every level, right? Like when you didn't have a car and you were like, fuck, how am I gonna make that car payment? How am I gonna do that? And then you do it, and now you don't even think about it, right? Like you're just, that's the level, because bro, it's all esoteric. It's all in your mind, dude. Like it doesn't matter what job, how many hours you work, what you do, your thermometer, your thermostat, your regulation, what is normal to you, your mind commands that force, and you have what you expect. So you expect to drive your car, you expect to have your home, you expect to pay your bills, right? And so you have that shit. And the next thing is like, you just be brave enough to do the next thing, and then the next thing happens, and then you sustain it. Like I remember when I first got the Tesla, it was a nice car for me at the time, and it was like a $700 payment. I was like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna make these payments. And now I don't even know what goes in and out of the account nowadays. Like, I don't even think about it, right? I haven't sweated a bill in a long time. But it's levels, right? Like, it's levels to it. So, again, going back to connecting to the family, it's sometimes I'm off balance, and sometimes I'm working a lot, and sometimes I'm gone a lot. But then when things stabilize, you know, I'm there a lot, too. So it just kind of balances out. Like I said, for sure, we're opening up Phoenix in June, I think. So I'll probably be, stabilize March, April, May will be like probably pretty chill, normal.
So I know we talked about pressure and like how things are always coming at you. How do you manage like pressure and not bringing it home to the family?
That's hard. You know, there's always pressure. Like right now, bro, my CapEx on this place, like I said, is 30,000. And the lease doubled. It used to be $1,800 down there. Now it's $5,000. And I hired a marketer, I hired a media buyer. So like my labor doubled, my lease doubled. And right now it's low key. Like we're not doing as much. We're doing normal volume, and we're struggling to do normal volume because like I think of this war shit has got people like spooked and shit. They're not spending a lot of money, which is fine. Like there's always a challenge to overcome, but there's always pressure. And the thing is, you don't have to live this way, right? Like you don't have to have pressure. You could live a normal life, have a normal job, make a comfortable living, have fun, don't think about bullshit. You don't have to live this way. Like, you know, I want more. Like I want the shit that I want. Like I want a sports car, I want a bigger house. I want to monopolize the podcast studio market. There's no one doing it that like the way we're going to do it, because these podcast studios don't know how to market the way we do. And we own a marketing firm. So it's just like,
you're killing it.
You know what I mean? So I want a lot more shit.
You want more kids?
I don't know yet, because Judy is basically the business partner. So it's like hard.
You lose her. And then you have to deal with a pregnant wife.
And I think that really, like when she was pregnant with Lola, she had the best. Joe, she didn't do shit. Like, not that she didn't shit. She did everything she wanted to do. She was no pressure, no stress, no nothing. She was just like
living a soft
and
life.
Fucking La La Land, you know. And so I'd like for her to be in that state, because that creates a healthy environment. Like I think it creates like the energy and the soul. Like, you know, I don't know. It's having kids is a miracle, bro. That shit was crazy. It's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen, you know? Like, it is. No kid, these like, women, there was no one there, and now there's someone there. Like, what the fuck?
These women are amazing creatures, bro. I love it.
Yeah, so, what were we talking about again?
You said you want more.
So I'm willing to pay the price for that. You know what I mean? I'm willing to deal with the stress and the pressure and the, like, and how I don't know, a lot of the times, I do a lot of esoteric shit, bro. Like I stretch, I meditate. Right. I got this like machine. It's like electrical impulse like machine. It's an expensive thing, but it shoots electricity to your vagus nerve, and that like puts your vagus nerve. So right here you have a vagus nerve, which like this nerve basically is connected to all your major organs and arteries, and you shoot electromagnetic energy into it, and then basically it shoots energy to like your heart, it regulates your nervous system.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I mean we have like magnetic toppers, like we sleep on. We do a lot of like
fire.
all the shit. Yeah, all the shit.
Because I think that's so important. Like
For
making
sure.
sure your body and everything, your
100%.
mind and your spirituality is all intact.
We eat very clean, you know, for the most part, all organic food.
Yeah.
Try to eat healthy and keep your, you know, so all that shit helps. And like almost to a fault, Judy always tells me like you don't take shit serious. So like I don't take shit too much. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, this is gone. I'll just don't look at it.
Bro, I feel that, bro.
Motherfuckers could be hitting my line too. That one person, I'm just like, don't, whatever. Like you don't exist now. And then, but sometimes when I'm really dealing with pressure, like a situation, like an important client or important thing, and then the girls are tripping, like that's the only time where I feel like I'm losing. I have to tell them, I'm like, yo, hey guys, like, look, I got this shit right here.
Yeah.
You guys are both tripping. I'm about to lose this right now. Like, you know, I'm about to fucking lose it. So like, everybody, let's calm down. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be back. And so sometimes it is that, not often. I mean, sometimes I don't know. Shit happens. I don't know when, you know, whenever shit happens.
Yeah, I feel that 100%, bro. Especially you're a dad, bro. So it's like you gotta try to balance all these different things, and sometimes these women don't understand.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, bro, and another thing that's crazy that to me is wild, and I've come to terms with, and I just am like, don't even trip on it no more. But I used to, create a problem. Like Judy doesn't value the fact that I provide like the life that we have. She don't not give a fuck about that, like at all. She don't care. She's like, so what? Like, all right, yeah.
I love it,
bro. $400 a week on groceries. She gets whatever she wants. Amazon all the time, right?
Yeah.
Never trip about a bill. Give her money all the time. So what? So like. So I have to remind her, it's like, yo, I got to do this because this, like, you know, but she don't even care about that. And I've already come to terms with it.
So you said
like,
you have to create problems sometimes?
I used to have to fight. Like, yo, why do you think we got all this shit? Like, because I do what the fuck I do. And you're pressing me.
On her.
Yeah, you're pressing me about doing what I do, but it don't seem like you fucking care about all the other shit, right? Like, you like all the other shit, so like, you know, but I mean, we don't create, but then that created a big problem. So the only reason we leveled up now, like this last year, we really like crossed a new threshold was because even Pod Place, the reason why it's blowing up is we had a stuck energy. So like me and Judy, she helped me get Pathfinder up to like significant revenue, right? Like, I'll tell you off camera, but like she got it to a certain level. And then she had the baby, and then she like, we got into it, and she basically quit, and she didn't work with me for like 2 years. And we stayed at the same level. And like, we would have the same fight, which is what I'm telling you about now, right? Like, I would be like, you don't appreciate what I do. She was like, I don't feel safe around money. I don't feel safe around you. I feel like I got to make my own money because I don't feel safe asking you for money or doing whatever, right? So then she would do her own little side hustles, like UGC, the candle business, all this shit, whatever. And that separated our energy because she was like, would attach her energy to like another thing. I would attach my energy to another, and we just stayed at the same level, right? And I was like, yo, we're never going to get to the next level until we could both attach our energies and grow it like how we grew the first time, right?
Damn.
So we have to focus both of our energies and our attention and all our skills because she has skills that I don't have and I have the skills that she doesn't have. Like I have sales, I have the pleasing personality, I could finesse, like people want to fuck with me. She does not have the finesse, but she has all the technical website, all the SEO, all the like back end logistics, all the system building stuff. So it's like we're a perfect match, but also, so anyway, so for 2 years we had the same fight. I don't feel safe, and I was like, I don't feel appreciated. Finally, we like came to a resolve for Pod Place, and like she's 50-50 partners, like on the license, on everything, like she on the business. This is her fucking business with like, you know,
and
so
she does really good with the ads too.
She's crushing it with that. So then we finally like came together again and resolved that like 2-year trauma that we had that prevented us from leveling up. And now Pod Place is like, you know, has, as of, I haven't looked at the books, but I think as of last month, Pod Place revenue surpassed Pathfinder, which is substantial. Like, for a brand new business.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so it was, so we had to fix that trauma to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
we need to get our energies on the same thing, and we're gonna level up. Like, you hear this?
It's real fact, and it's hard. That's what I'm saying. Like,
this is fire.
That's what I mean is, like, those are the hurdles you have to overcome and constantly be working on yourself and becoming better. And like, some people don't want to pay that price, like, you know what I mean, or like for whatever reason. And it's politics, bro. With your girl too. It's like, you got to figure out, like, okay, what do you need? What do you want? Like, what do I need? What do I want? Okay, cool. Like, how do we both get what we need and what we want? Like, you know, and same with business. Same with any staff, any employee, anything, right? Like, what do you need? What do you want? Okay, cool. This is what I need, what I want. Let's figure out how we could live in harmony. Yeah. And like, I'm going to make sure you're good. You make sure I'm good, and we're good. Like, I got your back. You got my back. All right, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go to war.
That's the perfect way to do business. So where do you see Pod Place in the next 3 to 5 years? Bro, you want more, bro. You want more.
I would be happy if this year, I would consider this year, I mean, even though Vegas doesn't count as a studio build, this expansion kind of technically counts. So we already did one this year. We're doing 2, 3. I'll be stoked if we did 3 this year, but the goal was to do 8. But if we did 3 to 5, I would consider this a win. 3 to 5 years, I would say 50 studios in 5 years, 50 studios, and I would say a valuation and an exit opportunity for 50 to 80 million is like my plan.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through the process of selling it.
Yeah.
I heard that's a whole nother beast, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm aligned. Like, I know a lot of like billionaires guys. Like, I didn't know one billionaire. Now I know like 3. Like, you know, I like so and we're in alignment. So they're kind of like schooling me on the game, and I just got to keep growing it. And I mean, the business is already like, I could probably sell this bitch now probably for like I don't know.
Numbers,
I could probably walk
especially
away for
the way that
$1 million.
It does numbers, and if somebody wants to add something like this to their portfolio, it's very much.
It's already running.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was gone for 3 days, and the motherfucker was cranking, you know, and it keeps going. So
that's beautiful.
Just that's the goal, is try to keep building it, and then maybe, I don't know, even if I don't sell it for 50 million or 80 million, as long as it keeps, you know, going. That's on the business side.
This already answers my next question, but it's like, are you building a business or are you building an ecosystem?
Yeah, I think it's synonymous. Like, you have to build both, right? Like, and what's cool is the Pod Place kind of like is a catalyst. When you're doing business, you need to have something that's a catalyst. Mm-hmm. Like, so Pathfinder, so the 99 offer is almost like a lead magnet. And when like I've already had 2 or 3 people that are high level enough, and they get funneled into Pathfinder, right? So like, it all kind of like perpetuates itself. Like, it makes Pathfinder bigger, Pathfinder makes this place bigger, and it keeps like spiraling up.
That's so fun. So yeah, that's how I think about my businesses too. I just need, I know I need to probably ask you some other stuff offline, just to like allow me to connect some pieces, so that, because like how you're talking, because I have Bag Season LLC, I have Bag Season Sports Club, for profit, nonprofit, but I also have, you know, my personal brand that also helps funnel into these different into my different companies. And then and that's like on the sports side, or at like sports and leisure wear, and then the nonprofit is, you know, sports and helping individudos get into higher education and different things like that. I have a different vision with that. But
what's your main, okay, let's go into it. I don't know if you saw the Hermosi and like what's his name, Tony Robbins podcast. Anyways, Tony Robbins just like gives him game the whole time. So let's get into giving you some game. What's your main, I asked this to people, what do you want? Like, what is your main desire, and what do you think is going to get you there? Well, like, what's the main focus or the main priority?
My main priority is to build a personal brand and or company. And that's where I get split. It's because it's like, I want to build something that allows me the freedom to not have to work a job, and my work doesn't feel like work. It feels like play, or feels like fun. Yeah. And the things that I like to do are, you know, I love fashion and clothes, but also like sports and being close to the game. Now, I don't want to be a coach. I don't want to be a fucking fashion designer. Yeah. But I love business. I love marketing. Marketing is something that I'm diving a lot deeper into. I go to UNLV right now, so I can, build out a stronger resume. If I can get a company to pay me $150,000 to $200,000 a year, that'll pay for everything, and I can still run my businesses on the side. But I understand that there's way too much divide in those. I need to make one go crazy and make the money, and then it could trickle into the others.
So like, okay, for example, the fashion, right? Like I just bought Berner's book. I'm actually stoked to read it. But he was talking about how right before he like met Wiz and all that stuff, he started the cookies just as a clothing brand, and then he did 100 hoodies for $100, and he's like, and they just sold out, like, so what, like, and then he just did 10 he just like did that like play over and over again. So so I'm just thinking one thing, right? Like fashion, there's a whole one way to make that one thing successful. Then there's like the book offer thing. There's a whole other thing, right? Yeah. So you got to dial one offer down, one thing that's important, right? And then another thing that you said is like, I just never had faith in like, I'm unemployable, dog. I got fired from every job except for my last job, the Cosmo, because Judy was like, just quit, right? And I was like, all right. But
quit
yeah,
right.
Yeah, because I just get fired. I'm like, fuck this place, dude. Because to me, I was always like, this guy's fat, right? And he's a fucking lazy loser. You're telling me what the fuck to do? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, fuck out of here. Anyways, I always just had that attitude, right? And I was like, this guy thinks he's better than me. I'm like way fucking better than this guy. Like, and I just couldn't do it. So I had to show and prove for myself. But like, so I never had the faith to put into someone like, or someone's going to give me $150,000 or $200,000. It's like, I just will go make $150,000, $2,000. Yeah. And it's a lot simpler than people think, dude. Like $100,000 is so easy. I know it's like when you've already done it, it's like everything else, right? It's like if a fat person looks at you like, damn, you're in great shape. How do you do it? It's so hard. You're like, dog, this shit is easy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, but it's just one offer. So like the clothes, like if I was going to do the clothes, I'd think of the one offer, right? And I know you're running ads for that, but I would run ads for the clothes. 100, and your shit's fire. Like the hat's fire, the shirt's fire. Like 100 out of 100, boom, 10 grand. You look literally could probably spend 1,000 in ads and sell 100 at 100, and you just made 10 grand. Boom, 10 grand. You got some money. There you go. You got money. You do it again. Boom, run it up. You just run that play, and you create the universe, and you use all the resources that you're using to build your personal brand, to build the universe around that, like, and you just shoot that. That's one play though. But then if you're doing the book offer, that's another offer. That's an entrepreneur. You're targeting entrepreneur, people that desire to write their book, and you have to have a different offer. So I imagine that's a high ticket offer. What are you guys going to sell that at?
It's starting at $750, and then
$750.
Yeah, and then
you should sell it at like $7,500. Like I would not sell that under $5,000.
Shit.
Yeah, that's like, what are you talking about?
Our premium is $2,500.
No, it needs to be like $25,000, bro. People are paying $25,000. Like people are paying that. So you need to have a lead magnet. So you need to have a lead magnet. It's like how to write a book to get more leads, how to write a book to indoctrinate your consumer, right? And then you have a lead magnet, and so you run ads to the lead magnet. Then the people are going to be like either downloading the course or like whatever. Downloading the PDF, whatever it is, right? Like whatever it is, whatever the lead magnet is. Then you get their contact, right? Their phone, their number, whatever. Yeah. Then you call them and schedule a sales call. Like, hey, my name's Adam. I saw that you downloaded this free how to write a book. I was just curious what got you into that. And then be like, oh yeah, I think that if I did this and this and that. Okay, cool. Yeah, my job's simple. All I have to do is just see if like you're a good fit. So is this like something you want to do? Like, blah, blah, whatever your sales pitch is, right? Yeah. And then you just set the appointment to the next call. The next call, you go through and like, bro, set up financing. All you have to do is set up a website with like Klarna or a firm on it, which is super easy. You can do that on Square, any website, whatever. You go through the sales pitch, you answer all their questions. Okay, it's going to be 10 grand. And then, bro, I have a fire sales guy. So you need to learn sales if you don't know sales. Because that's the only way sales,
but shit, high ticket, I've never done anything like,
bro.
My range is like that 500.
No. Anyways, so I'm gonna send you this sales training guy. It's free. Go through his whole sales training. And then, boom, yeah, 10 grand. Drop the price on him. Perfect. He's going to have objections. Handle the objections. Okay, cool. If money wasn't a problem, would you move forward with it? Yes. Okay, cool. So what if I could take care of money for you? Okay, cool. Financing. Let me put it in financing. 10 grand. Hit the bank. Get them into their onboarding process, right? Whatever your fulfillment looks like. You need to have your fulfillment down, because if you're selling something at 10 grand, you need to be like really on top of the shit. So anyways, but then once you do that, bro, I'm telling you, it's like a superpower. You do that one time, you're like, holy fuck, I just made 10 grand. What the fuck? Yeah, it would have took me all month to do that at my job.
I'm quitting everything.
You know what I mean? It's not that hard. It's not that hard to make one sale at 10 grand. So a book that you should read, bro, is 10x is easier than 2x. That book will start your mind. Look it up right now, or order it. I want you to read it. There's an audio book too. It's on Spotify. It's free. But 10x is easier than 2x. That book will start getting your mind in that right direction. Yeah. And inspire you, right? That's what books are for. A book will inspire you to take action on something that's in there, and that could completely change your life. I mean, there's so many books that have inspired me, that have changed my life. So, but that book will get you going.
Yeah, this shit's on the way.
So there's no reason why you can't make one sale at $10,000. There's fucking retards doing it, bro. I know way too many retards doing it. Like, it's not hard. But again, so I need to focus on that myself. Like, that's what on my to-do list all day or all next week is to make sales. It's like hit up the higher net worth people and drive more sales, because that's my 20%. Anyways, it talks about like what your 20% is, what the most valuable thing that you could do. So if the book thing is what you're going to do, like if that feels like the closest and you have the highest belief, again, it doesn't really matter. The how doesn't matter. It's just having a high belief that you could do it. Yeah. Sometimes, bro, I look at sports cars all the time. I'm like always looking at the market to like see, like, it's crazy because I could buy one tomorrow if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm just looking at the market, and sometimes I get so excited. I'm like, dude, I could just have this. Like, that's so crazy. I could just have this right now. And I get so stoked. It's like there's people right now that are making $200,000 a month, which is like a goal, right? It's like I could make $200,000 a month, and sometimes I get so charged up and excited, and that's all you need is you need that frequency to then start attracting the opportunity into you. You believe that you could do it. If you don't believe that you could do it, then nobody's gonna believe that you can do it. You know what I mean?
And I think that's crazy that you're saying this. I believe it too. Like, I believe it, and I think you're getting to that frequency is super important. Getting to that frequency where it's like, oh yeah, no, I got that. Like I'm on that. Let's do it. I'm about to do it. And then
I'm doing it. You have to take that about to out. I'm doing it. I'm in the process of doing it. You film the ads. You're in the process of. I'm not about to do shit. I'm doing it.
No, the ads are on the way. And so, like, you're saying we need to up the offer.
I can't believe that. Like,
I can't even believe. I'm about to call
Isaac, an entrepreneur like me, right? Like, if someone told me like they're gonna write my book for $2,500, I feel like $2,500 is a low like intro offer. I would be like, I don't know if this guy's good enough to write my book. You know what I mean? For real, dead ass. Like, someone who's gonna buy the book thing, bro. I know a guy who paid 40. Dog, I know like two guys recently that paid like 40 grand or 50 grand, like recently.
Get their Vicks done?
Yeah, two guys. They already did it, I think.
Oh my God.
TJ, Mikey Lucas, Jeff I. Who else? I feel like there's somebody that was like in the process of doing it. Oh, fucking Dakota, bro. Dakota, he's in the process. I think he paid 40 grand. He's like in the process of doing it right now. So like, there's no. So, but then the
process I went through to write the book, bro, was so fulfilling, so fucking dope.
You wrote it yourself, like?
No.
Or did you have a ghostwriter?
So no, I wrote it. It was a done with you process with Isaac.
Oh, okay.
And so like we went through this whole interview process. He asked me all these questions. We use AI to help craft out the chapters and shit. But like, it literally is like such a, because you get on Zoom and it records everything. Yeah. So the transcript, we use everything. He's asked me these questions. I sit there and talk about it for like 5-10 minutes, all my inner thoughts and shit.
Yeah.
And then it crafts a chapter, and then we go straight into like really crafting what that is. I have to reread it, make changes and stuff like that. But it was like so fulfilling to get the whole process and then I already had the cover idea and then the idea for all the other stuff, and it's like, oh, now I have a book.
Yeah. I mean, that's fire. And sometimes you have to reevaluate and reallocate your resources. Like, I do that all the time with business. It's like, figure out where your time is being spent, where your money's being spent, and then you reallocate it. Like, okay, if I just spent this money, to me, honestly, school, like college, shit was never for me. So like, whatever you're spending in college, what if you spent that on ads? And what if those ads converted at 10 grand a pop? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's a better investment? You know? So like, sometimes you just have to, and I'm not here to change your beliefs or anything, but like a lot of the times you have to and then be clear on what you desire. Because that's the main thing. It's like, see, when I asked you what you wanted, you're like, oh, this and that. But you were ambiguous. You need to be like, this is fucking what I want. I want to make 10 grand a month. I want to make 3 sales a month at 10 grand.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I fucking want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, how am I going to do that? Where are my leads? What can I do, right? And another thing is I'm about to do a whole fucking this week's campaign. Everything that I'm going to do next week, and I'll show, like, we could show them proof in like a couple weeks. You have to ask for help. Nobody asks for help, right? Nobody says like, hey, I need help. I'm going to call all the highest fucking net worth people I know and be like, hey, I had a studio downstairs. It was at 100% occupancy. Our new studio is double the freaking overhead, and it's at 20% occupancy. I need to get it to 100. Do you know anyone? Can you help me? Like, if you do that, people will help, bro. Like, you have to ask for help. You're not going to get no fucking help if you don't ask for help.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's what I'm going to do all next week. Tomorrow's Monday. But starting Monday, I'm going to call everyone. Yo, I need help. I need help. Somebody help me. Like, you know, like, so, but yeah, be clear, take action, and I guarantee you, like, within no time, bro, you'll be in a good place.
Man, Oscar, I appreciate this for real. For real. And I brought gifts.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
I already have your books. You don't have to give me a book.
You already got,
I think we ordered it. Yeah, we bought it.
Hell yeah. Well, here, I got you a hat.
Let's go.
And then I got you one of these.
Let's go.
You know?
Appreciate you, dog. This hat is nice.
You definitely embody being in your bag, bro.
Let's go.
You know? So
this hat is nice, bro. I'm going to put this in the... Yeah. Look at this packaging. See, I mean, you can make this hit too, dog. I'm going to put this on my backpack.
Bro, that's what I'm on, man. So, like, I really appreciate you because, like, you've been inspiration for me for years. Like, just seeing, like, just the things that you've done. And your mindset is so on it. And, like, you know, we come from different backgrounds, but I think, like, what I've been able to see you do is, like, hella inspiring. And I know this conversation, this video is going to inspire a lot of people.
Let's go.
Again, bro, I thank you.
Appreciate you, dog.
Hand, brother.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, because your time is expensive, and we've been here an hour already. So.
It's been over. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, man. This is awesome. Yeah, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Peace.